Howdy, y'all. It's me, the founder. I'm glad they're finally letting me intro an episode because, after all, it is my company. So welcome to the Pizza Bros Podcast, episode 10, the Buck Off Special.
In a secure television studio, Pizza Bros records their latest advertising campaign. The stage is surrounded by lights, video, and audio recording equipment. There's a fury of activity until the director calls out,
"Quiet on the set!"
Everyone falls silent and the director calls out,
"Action!"
Behind the scenes, Brenda, the COO of Pizza Bros, watches the latest advertising campaign being recorded. On the set is famed rodeo rider Blake McManus and a 6-year-old boy.
"Hey kid, do you want to buck off?"
Blake cheerfully asks. The boy responds with a confused shrug.
What?
Blake continues.
"Every time there's a rodeo in your city, you get a buck off each pizza that you order from Pizza Bros."
The founder appears on the screen and finishes the pitch.
Call Pizza Bros right now to order your favorite pizza. When you hear them say, "Want a buck off?" you say, "Heck yeah, I want a buck off!"
And cut.
The director calls out.
I think we got it. What about you?
He asks Brenda.
That's perfect. This campaign is going to be a real winner.
She replies with what passes for the smile of a troll. That week, the rodeo was in Chesterwood, and after the advertising campaign aired, there were 3 types of customers calling Pizza Bros. Customer type 1, the confused customer. The phone rings at Pizza Bros and is answered by Hank, their friendly but oblivious insider. "Thank you for calling Pizza Bros. Want a buck off?" Hank asks with a smile in his voice. The customer responds with a confused,
Huh? What?
"You want a buck off each pizza? That's our current promotion." Hank responds proudly.
Oh, that's what you said.
Replies the relieved customer with a laugh.
I'd love a buck off.
Customer type 2, the excited customer. The phone rings once again at Pizza Bros and is answered with disdain by Riley.
Pizza Bros,
He drones.
do you want a buck off?
Riley asks flatly.
"Heck yeah, I want to buck off!"
Exclaims the enthusiastic customer. Riley pulls the phone off his ear, rolls his eyes, and looks at the phone with annoyance. When the customer's finished speaking, he asks,
Great. What do you want?
Customer type 3, the offended customer. The phone rings again in the store and is answered by none other than the cheerful Steve. "Thank you for calling Pizza Bros. Do you want a buck off?" Steve pleasantly asks. Sometimes there are promotions that really resonate with a customer. It plucks their heartstrings in a way that makes them immediately pick up the phone and order the product. For this particular customer, this was not that promotion. The woman on the other end of the phone didn't know what a rodeo was, much less had she seen the television commercial. This woman was the kind with straight bangs that prefers to be offended than pleasant. And Steve was now the target of her ire.
Excuse me?
The woman asks with her snotty, privileged voice.
What did you say to me?
Steve responds in his most pleasant voice. "You want to buck off?"
Excuse me, I will not be spoken to like that.
She says. The customer then lets loose a string of obscenities that are not fit to write down and finishes by hanging up on Steve, but not before telling him to go.
Buck off.
But she didn't use buck. Steve pulls the phone from his ear and looks at it in confusion. Why was she so offended? He wonders aloud. The gears turn between Steve's ears, and if you had looked into his eyes, you probably could have seen the little brass clockwork gears turning at record speed. Suddenly, the solution comes to Steve. His eyes bug out as he runs to Ed. Ed looks over that night's sales report and smiles because they've sold so many pizzas. Steve thunders into the office and stops with a screech. "We have to stop the buck off special right now," Steve declares. "Why? It's going great. Look at these sales numbers," rebuttals Ed. "Because buck off sounds like another similar expression except with an F, Ed. Our customers think we're asking them if they want to buck off." But Steve didn't say buck to Ed that time. Ed's eyes bug out too as he realizes the gravity of the situation. "I gotta call Debbie right now." Ed explains to Debbie, "Our customers think we're asking them if they want to buck off." But Ed also didn't use buck. "Crap, I gotta call Tim." says Debbie with urgency. On the phone with Tim, Debbie repeats, sounds like we're saying buck off. But she too didn't say buck. Tim calls the COO Brenda, escalating the issue to the highest authority, short of the founder, of course. Buck off, Brenda! Tim shouts with panic into the phone. Brenda dismisses Tim's objections.
What? No way. The two don't sound alike at all. I came up with this promotion myself. The founder absolutely loves it, and it's making us a buck ton of money.
But once again, Brenda didn't use buck. The end. Thank you for listening to the Pizza Bros podcast. This is Ryan.
And Jesse.
And we just want to thank you for listening to Volume 1 of Pizza Bros in its entirety. Don't forget to visit our website, therealpizzabros.com, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and tell all your friends. Because remember, without you, we'd have no listeners.